Okay, we have a few large transits about to happen this year. And this one I want to talk about is happening on the 20th of January 2024. So you know the drill. Grab your notebook, grab your pen, and let's chat. Okay, we have Pluto in Aquarius again happening on the 20th of January through September 1st. And then it will retrograde a final time from September 1st until November 19th, 2024. And on November 19th, it goes back into Aquarius for the rest of the 20-year cycle. So that takes us to 2044. So we have a long transit of Pluto and Aquarius. So check your personal chart and find out where Aquarius is in your chart, what house it's in, or if you have any placements there. So if your sun, moon, or rising is there, it's going to be huge. Huge. What else does this mean? Quite a bit. So let's get into it. The 20th. Please mark your calendar. I'm not kidding. So this day is very interesting for two reasons. First thing in the morning around 5 a.m., depending on where you're located, we have the anaretic degree 29 degrees of Sun in Capricorn. It's finishing up its moment there. And Pluto in Capricorn conjunction happening 29 degrees in the morning. What does this mean? This means something that has been covered up is coming to light. 29 degrees is no joke. It means it has completed its cycle. It has something to share, something that's been hidden and needs to be rebirthed or reborn or fizzled out because it's completed. It's over. So we might be hearing about something in the news about, or in our own lives. It could be at our workplace, things like that, because Capricorn is all about the governments, rulership. It's about bosses, large corporations, banking systems. Yeah, should be interesting. But then, a little bit later on in the morning, we have the sun moving into Aquarius. Then, that evening on the 20th, we have Pluto finally going into Aquarius. So by the end of day, we'll be both the sun and Pluto in Aquarius, helping to launch us into a new future. Different energy all around. From the start of the day to the end of the day, woo, it is night and day. So it will be one you will feel. And you might already start feeling it now, but especially 2 weeks later, after the sun officially moves into Aquarius, things are going to start happening slowly but surely, especially with Pluto in there now. So big themes of transition, of your tribe, of what you believe in, of, helping the greater good, AI, technology, aliens, UFOs. It will be just transforming your goals, hopes, and wishes. These are all 11th house themes. So these will be transforming for you, especially over the next 3 weeks, but more so over the next 20 years. When we get to 2044, you're going to go, wow, a lot has happened since 2024, right? So the advancements we're going to see are going to be night and day of going, wow, how did we do that? It's kind of like you watch back on old movies and you're like, how did we ever have those, Oregon Trail games and have phones on the walls? I still prefer them. But you know what? It's okay if you don't have a landline, and we're advancing, right? And cell phones, we're going to say the same thing about cell phones and going, how did we carry around that bulky thing on us, right? So just be prepared for anything, because we will be transforming our technology tenfold. We're not going to recognize life in the next 20 years. So what is Pluto? Pluto is about death and rebirth. It's about transition. It's about rising from the ashes. You are the phoenix. So what part of your life is going to be transforming? So sun, moon, and rising, your life will be transforming tremendously and the most. It is all about how you see the world, how you show up in the world. It can be life experiences that just shake you to your core and change you, and your soul meaning and purpose just gets very clear because of these experiences. It is one that you can share with the world. It's about how you share your emotions, right? And so a lot of darkness will be exposed, right, during this time. But it's also so you can come out lighter and brighter in your most authentic self. And with that being said, Aquarius is all about being unique and authentic and unapologetically you. And they always think of, how can we better the collective? Like, how can we run this better? What would help other people? How could this run smoother? And it's not just for them, it's for everybody. They are about the collective. That is the beautiful thing between Capricorn is all about the male rulership, right? It's not going to be that anymore. It's about the feminine, unique, how do we run this together? So the Capricorn focus is materialism, where Aquarian focus is futurism. So we don't care about what you do for a living. No one's going to ask you that. If you go to other countries besides the US, they never ask you what you do for work. That's kind of the mentality of the Capricorn, right? We're not doing it anymore. We're not asking you how big your house is. We don't care what car you drive. That has nothing to do with you. You are your own person. And you are going to realize this as we get into Pluto and Aquarius over the next 20 years. People will start minimalizing their houses. They will minimalize what's in their closet, what they wear, what they have, what they own. It's going to be softened. People are going to let things go. Let's put it that way. So donations are going to be, a very large part of the first part of this transit. Realizing what has worth to you. And it's not about the dollar. It's about the soul worth. What is it worth to your soul? Does it bring you happiness? Does it help you out? Or is it just taking up space? So it's a big mental transition from having stuff to just say you have stuff and like the newest stuff to not caring about that stuff. It's not about that anymore. It's about helping and making life easier and more progressive, and it's just a different mindset shift. So if you have Aquarius somewhere in your chart largely, this is nothing new to you. This is just going to be accentuating who you are. So that's why how we start this transit in 2024 to 2044, you are going to show up in a very different way in the next 20 years. It's very, very, very exciting. So with authenticity, you get the leaders who have been hiding out because people don't hear them yet. There's going to be new people taking the forefront. And it's funny because it's an election year and it goes back into Capricorn just for the election part of it, and then boom, back into Aquarius. So it should be a very funky election year for the US. But in general, let me digress. Leaders are going to start coming out of the woodwork. So people who actually are unique and have this expression we've not heard because it's unique to them and their beliefs, and we go, oh wow, I've never heard that before. Oh, what an interesting way to look at that. People are going to wake up to new leaders, new ideas, new innovations, and we're going to break the mold. So if you're like, oh yeah, we need a new constitution in the US, you've seen whatever it is. I don't care. I'm not getting into politics. I'm just saying it's because it's that year of all of this happening. So it's going to be mind-boggling, mind-blowing. And so when we get to the end of the year, you're already going to see such a shift, such a change, and go, wow, we really are in the age of Aquarius now. Especially when we get after November 19th, we are officially this year in the age of Aquarius. So it's going to be quite an illuminating, awakening time, especially all those people who are really stuck in their ways. It's going to be something else. So get ready for more fundraising and activism, just inspirations and new dreams coming to the forefront, especially now through the 20-year cycle. So I really want you to mark this in your calendar, because if I haven't expressed it enough, your world is going to change. So even with relationships, if you've been single a long time, you're most likely going to find somebody who's very prominent in the next 20 years. New social groups over the next 20 years, friendships that aren't real and based on very shallow things, Capricorn, it's going to be let go. It's okay. There's a lot of grief that can come with it, but there's also, like I said, it's the rebirth. It's the phoenix from the ashes. You have to find your tribe. And a lot of people will be relocating, transforming who they are, what they look like, what they believe in. There's so many things to it. So I hope this opens your eyes to what to expect. Because aliens, it's going to be more of a chat, UFOs, especially in the next 2 years. The next 2 years will be going over 0 to 3 degrees. It's a very slow-moving Pluto in Aquarius. So if you have that in your chart, you are going to feel it the most right off the gate. So with that being said, I am sending you so much love. We will chat very soon. But please, please, please be ready for this 20th of January life-altering shift. Again, it's not going to happen like boom right there. Everything is just innovative and out of this world. It will happen progressively, but it will happen pretty quickly too. So I am sending you so much love. Bye for now.